Welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. We're actually starting a little bit early. We are going to be making a recipe in the Crockpot. It is called Taco Crockpot Tater Tot Casserole. Now originally I was going to make one that was actually done with shredded hash browns, but I didn't have the shredded hash browns. So they had basically the same recipe, but they made it with tater tots. So you're going to need a pound of ground beef that you have cooked with 2 cloves of garlic. So this has already been cooked. I just heated it up because I cooked up some hamburger meat last night. And we are going to take that, let's see, let me tell you exactly. We're going to take a large bowl and we're going to start mixing all these ingredients together. So we're going to put in our meat. And then you're going to take a 10.5 ounce can of cheddar soup. And it called for a package of taco seasoning, but if y'all watch me, you know I like to use this Fiesta brand taco seasoning, and you're supposed to use 1 tablespoon per pound of meat. So I'm actually going to put a little over because I like to have a lot of flavor. We're also going to put 1 cup of cheese. I think they called for sharp cheddar cheese. I'm using medium cheddar. I don't think it really matters. Whatever kind of cheese you like, probably. So we're going to put a cup of that in there. And we're also going to need 1 more cup after this. But this is what you're going to put inside. So there's that. And then you're going to need a 32-ounce bag of tater tots. I'm just using the Great Value brand. And you know, I'm still trying to get over my cold. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to mix all of this together really well, or as well as I can. I'm going to move y'all over to my crock pot. Alright y'all, now we're over here at the crock pot, and we're going to take some vegetable oil or some kind of cooking spray, and we're going to go ahead and spray the inside of the crock pot just to kind of make sure that this doesn't stick. And then we're going to take our mixture and we're going to just dump it all in. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to top it with another cup of cheese. And then we're going to cover this, and you can cook this on low for 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm sorry, I said that totally wrong. You can cook this on low for 4 to 5 hours or on high for 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm going to do it on low for the 4 to 5 hours because it's 1:21 here and we usually don't eat till about 6. So that'll give me plenty of time to get it ready. And then when we get done, we are actually going to stick it in the broiler just to kind of broil the cheese on top. So this is very quick and easy. So I'll come back and it'll be done. Okay, y'all, this is actually, let me turn some lights on. This has actually been cooking for over 5 hours, so, but look at it. Ooh, it looks good. So I don't think I'm going to put that in the broiler. I guess I could, I don't know. Well, I don't know. These are supposed to be oven safe. I guess it just kind of crisped the top. Okay, I'm going to turn my broiler on. And you only have to stick it under there for like a minute, so I'll let you know what how that turns out. And then I decided for my side, I would open up this corn that I bought the other day. It's a Southwest corn with poblano and red peppers. So I'm going to put this in a pan with a little bit of butter and heat it up. Okay, y'all, I did put this under the broiler on high, which is like 500 degrees in mine. I did it for about 3 minutes, and then I've got the corn over here I added some butter to, and it's done. So I'm going to get everything set up, and we will let you know what we think. Okay, Kiki. Courtney. What? She took a nap a while ago.
I like the parts of cheese, but if it had a little bit more seasoning or something, I think it would taste better. And I don't like corn, so I don't know if the corn's good.
I'll come to Adrian. How do you like it? He went back and got some more. Do you like it?
Awesome.
Awesome?
It's awesome.
And now over to Bryce. Me and Bryce have both added some of this
I do.
I put salt on mine too.
Chalkola, the chili lime sauce. I put some of that on mine and some salt too now.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
I think it needed
that's
just,
better.
I think it just needed a little bit more flavor. But other than that, I think it's really good. I went back and got a little more. And this corn to me is really good. So
I don't like corn.
overall, it was very easy meal tonight. Hey y'all, welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. I'm going to be making a recipe, let me give you the exact name, called Cast Iron Glazed Bacon Meatloaf. Okay y'all, you know I was talking, if you watched my What's for Dinner last week, I was talking about I wanted a cast iron skillet, and so many of y'all recommended that I get the Lodge brand from Walmart. So I ended up getting it. It's the 13.25 inch. I got the big one. It's already seasoned and everything. So I wanted to use it for something. I did brown some hamburger meat in it, but I wanted to do something else. So I was on Pinterest and I found this recipe, and my husband loves meatloaf and I do too, and I thought we would do that tonight. So I'm starting out, I kind of already pre-chopped, if that's even a word, an onion and a bell pepper, but let me move y'all down here now. I started pre-chopping it, and then I'm going to dice it up with my little cutter thing. So that is what I'm going to do now. Got that chopped up. So I'm going to move y'all over here to the cast iron skillet. Sorry. And we're going to saute these onions up, and the bell peppers and some garlic. We're gonna put about a tablespoon of vegetable oil into the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heating that up, and then we'll add in our stuff. Y'all, I hate when I do this. I thought I was recording. Okay, I just added in 1 diced onion, the diced bell pepper, and 3 cloves of garlic into my cast iron skillet. And I'm still learning how to use this thing, but I'm going to saute these up. And they smell really good, but these onions are strong. I had to turn my fan on, and yeah. So anyways, I'm making a mess. Clean house all day, now I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, I'm gonna let those saute, and then I will be right back. Okay y'all, in the meantime, we're gonna use pork rinds. We're gonna crush up enough to make about a half a cup. So, fix it where y'all can see. I'm just gonna get a little Ziploc bag and put some in and just start crushing them. Start crushing these up, and then I'll pour them into this, because I don't really know how many I will need. If you don't want to use those, you can use just regular breadcrumbs. And when I seen this in the recipe, I thought, oh, that sounds good. My mother-in-law uses, I think, pork rinds for breading for certain things. I believe it's keto friendly. Yeah. So if you're doing keto, this would be keto friendly. And I would think, since it's pork rinds, it would give a good, I don't know, good flavor. I don't know. Let's see how much this gives. Well, looky there. It's a little over a half a cup, but there. I made a mess, but it's okay. Okay, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and add my meat, which I need 2 pounds. Sorry, I didn't tell y'all. 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm using the lean ground beef. We're going to add that to a big bowl, which I should have maybe got a bigger bowl, but anyways, I'm going to add my half a cup of pork rinds or breadcrumbs. We're also going to add in 2 eggs. Whoa. And then, let me get my exact measurements for my seasonings. We're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of garlic salt. So I have a half a teaspoon here, so we'll do this 3 times. So there's 1, 2, hopefully that's not too salty, but that's what it says. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon of pepper. And then we're gonna get this, finish sauteing this up, and then we're gonna add it in too. Okay, y'all, those look really good. I think they're looking real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these from the heat. But they look very good. Okay, y'all, I took the onions and everything out of the pan, and I'm gonna let these cool a little bit. And while they're cooling, I'm gonna go ahead with my hands and mix up this meatloaf. To me, I've said it before, I just use the tools that God gave me. And I'm gonna mix this up as good as I can. It's a little bit different because a lot of the meatloaves that I have made, you add in some type of a liquid, but I'm guessing, and it may be because you're gonna have bacon cooking on top of it, maybe, and as the grease goes down in there, it gives it a bacon flavor, I'm guessing. But it does have the eggs, which are gonna help bind it. Just wondering if it needs more flavor, but I guess with all the onions and the peppers, it'll help. It's a little different than what I usually do, but it sounded good, so. And don't be scared to get your hands in there and mix it, because the best tool, especially for this kind of stuff. My mother-in-law, she even has some cookie dough recipes where she gets her hands in there and does it, and it actually does help. So I'm gonna finish this up in just a second. Okay, I think that I can handle this. I don't think it's gonna be too hot. So I may start mixing it with the spoon first to kind of cool it off. Meat might help cool it. Yeah, I gotta use my hands. And it's not so hot now since it is in here with the meat that's cold. I just noticed in the recipe that they used a 9-inch cast iron skillet, and mine's 13-inch. So I might make mine, I'll show you when I get over there what I'm gonna do to it. Just wanna get this all mixed up good. Now, we're gonna put this meat mixture directly in here, and it is still warm. So hopefully I don't know. But what we're gonna do, since this is, it's not too hot, it's not, it's bigger than what they used. So I'm just gonna kind of make mine in the middle. Because you're supposed to flatten it out in the 9-inch one, but since mine is 13 inches, I'm afraid then it'll be too thin. So I'm just gonna try to make it as evenly across here as I can. Okay, y'all, I have this Smithfield thick cut bacon, and we're going to use about half of this package, and we're going to place it on top. And they did like a little bit of a lattice design, and I may have to cut this because I'll just use my kitchen scissors. I'm going to cut it, and then the pieces that are left I will use in a little bit because I'm going to make some potatoes and add bacon to it. So I will show y'all that. But I'm going to start out just kind of that. And who knows, I may end up using it for this lattice design or whatever.
1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my break.
Trim that little piece there. Okay. I'm gonna put, I don't know why, but I'm just gonna pull a piece here because there's not one there. So I'm just gonna kind of stick that there. Okay, I think it looks good. We'll see how it turns out. Let me wash my hands. We're gonna place this in the oven and let it bake for 50 minutes. And I need to get my, I'll use my pot holders because this pan is still a little bit hot from earlier, so. Okay, y'all, I'm taking the rest of this bacon and I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it in a frying pan, a little skillet or whatever. And I'm gonna use this in some potatoes I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make my own like loaded baked potato, but it's gonna be loaded mashed potatoes, that's the word. So I'm gonna go ahead and brown this up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make up the glaze that's gonna go on the meatloaf at the very end. So I'm just gonna take a half a cup of ketchup, and then we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, it's saying 2 tablespoons of hot sauce, but I don't think we're gonna use that much. Maybe about, and I'm using actually this Frank's Red Hot, so we're gonna try it. I'm gonna put about around the, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a whole tablespoon. I'm scared it's gonna be too hot for everybody. Do a little less, just because I don't know. And then it says a half a teaspoon of paprika. And then we're gonna mix this up real well, and we'll just set this to the side. I may taste it and just see if it doesn't taste too spicy, and I may add some more. Let me taste it. Actually, I think I can add some more, because the ketchup is sweet enough that I think that that'll be okay. All right. I'm just gonna cover this and just set it to the side. Y'all, it's smelling good up in here. Y'all, I tried to cut my thumb off. I just peeled some potatoes and put some water. I'm adding some sugar, some salt, and we're gonna make some mashed potatoes, but I'm gonna make them like loaded mashed potatoes. So first thing we'll do is I will get these potatoes done, and I'll show y'all how I'm gonna make them. I'm all tongue-tied. I don't know why. I keep getting tongue-tied all the time. But anyways, so that'll be the next thing we do. Oh, and the bacon, I forgot to show y'all. It is done. I just have it draining right over there. Okay, y'all. I drained my potatoes, but I'm about to put some butter in this pan before I put the potatoes in so that it can start melting. So there's about half a stick, and we'll see if we'll add any more. Y'all, Bryce just got knocked over by the dog outside, and he hurt his hand pretty bad and his leg. So I may have to go and help him in a minute, but I wanted to go ahead and get these potatoes mashed into the butter while they were still hot. You okay? Yeah. Oh, there goes my meat. I need to get it out. Really quickly, we're gonna stop that. I'm gonna move y'all. Oh my, y'all. There's a lot of grease in here. Look at that. Ooh. Oh well, okay. Now we're gonna put our glaze on top. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna brush this on. Now we're gonna put this back into the oven and let it cook for about 10 more minutes. All right, y'all, back to the potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the rest of this butter because I love butter, why not? So we're gonna get that all mixed in. Okay, now I'm going to add in some sour cream. I'm going to finish off this container that I have. And then I have a new one. Add in some more. Start mixing that in. And now we're going to add in a little salt and pepper. And we'll take our bacon, add that in, and get some cheese. Kroger's had the Tillamook cheese, the medium cheddar is what I got, but they had that on sale. And I always hear Kristen Casper talking about Tillamook cheese, like, and I've bought it like once before, and I thought it was really good. So we're gonna sprinkle some of that, and this is what they call farm style thick cuts. So we're gonna put that, not too much, we'll put that much in. And I cut up some green onions, we're gonna put some of those in there. And then we're gonna mix all this up, and then I'm just gonna put the lid on it, and so that it'll kind of stay warm, and maybe the heat will help kind of melt stuff. Actually, I may add some more cheese. I couldn't tell right off how much I should add. Because we still have about 6 minutes to wait on the meatloaf. I also made, or I cut up some lettuce and tomatoes, or lettuce and cucumbers. Then I have little tomatoes, and we're gonna have salad. I'm gonna put it good. So I'm gonna cover this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, what I ended up doing was I dipped all of that fat that I could around all the grease off. But look at that, it looks so good. And there's the mashed potatoes and everything. And I'm gonna set out our salad stuff. Here is all of our salad stuff, y'all. Ready to eat? Okay, Bryce, how do you like the food?
It is the good.
It is the good. You like it?
Dad gave me all the bacon.
Yeah, my husband didn't like the bacon on top, so he gave that to Bryce.
I ate my bacon first, pretty much. It's good.
Courtney does not like meatloaf, so she's not a happy camper. What do you think of my potatoes, though? Good? Do you like the potatoes, Bryce?
Yes.
Did you hand make them?
Yes, they're homemade.
Are they real
They're
potatoes?
homemade. They're real potatoes, yes.
Adrian's still not inside yet.
Oh yeah, Adrian was outside, so he's not inside, so his food is still over there. My husband is coming, and I was gonna get his opinion. Me, I like it. He went back and got seconds. He said it was good, but he just said he thinks I cooked it a little bit too long. It was a little bit like dense or something.
Hey, my favorite part of the meal is these cucumbers.
But I think it was pretty good.